follow me on this one. How about that? How about that? Goddamn, this is what the hell we do. Let's smoke our, let's talk our, the Raiders goddamn way. Let's do it.
It be that R, it be that A, it be that I, our defense bang. It be that E, it be that R, it be that S, on our chest that got us far. We be them Raiders, we be them Raiders, we be them Raiders, just wanna be that hater. We be them Raiders, we be them Raiders, we be them Raiders, we be them Raiders. Give me a stack, I'ma turn it to some racks. LA, you wanna give us a home, but LV got us on the map. That be a fact, I've let it all on silver and black. Hard Carson and Mad Max got me Emmett, I've been down since the 90s. You want the black hole, homie, don't try me. Raiders roll through, some say that we grind me. But we bring the revenue every time we grind it. Third and summon, Wallace gone. Brent Fro caught it and now he's spinning. Mariota on third, he's sprinting. R.I.P. Madden on Davis and all of the
ill intent, violence, physicality, execution.
Oh, damn. I didn't know myself was on mute. Shield Squad, what's going on, man? It's your boy Chris will Protect the Show podcast where my opinions might not always be popular, but it'll always be authentic, man. I appreciate you guys stopping through to chill with me on my new day on Thursday. Welcome to Shield Talk Thursday, man. Got some of my people in the building, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the Shield Squad. Got my boy Raider Paul in the building. What's going on, Raider Paul? How you doing, man? Glad to you always come and support the channel, man. Nothing but love, man. Got my boy Billy Davis in the building, man. He says, so what's up, Raider Nation? Protect the Shield podcast. What's going on, Billy Davis, my guy? Hope all's well with you, my friend. Got my brother from another mother that's a different color, Leo Cheeto Linus in the building. What's up, my man? Cheeto in the building, man. What's going on? Make sure you guys holler at my boy for all your, he got my hat. He made my hat. He makes whatever you want, man. So holler at him for that. Let's see who else we got in the building, man. Got Just Raiders, baby, in the building. What's going on, man? Hope all is well. My boy Billy said, let's get this win Sunday. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. Let's see. Thought you'd cut that out by now. I don't know. You talking about me? I don't know. What you talking about, Leo? I don't know. But shout out to you. Got my boy SoCal Sal in the building, man. What's going on, SoCal Sal? Freddie Chavez in the building. What's going on? Everybody that's on in over there at X and Twitter, man. Salute to all you guys, man. But if you guys want to join the chat, man, come on over to the YouTube channel, man, and support us there. That really helps me out a lot. I try to give you guys content 5 times a week, man. So if you don't mind, come on over to the YouTube, give me a thumbs up, a like, and all that good stuff, man. But salute to everybody, man. But I got my boy, my fellow Ohio native in the building, because every now and then, you know, I always gotta gotta bring Ohio. I gotta let everybody know where I'm from. I'm from Ohio. I'm proud, and you know, sometimes I gotta bring my people in here. But we Raiders though, regardless of where we live, man. So I got my boy from Youngstown Zone, yo Raider. What's going on, my boy?
What's up, man?
What's up, man? How you doing, boss?
I'm good. You know.
Straight out the yo.
Straight out the yo, man. Straight out the yo.
That's what's up, man. How you doing, man? I haven't seen you since when I was in Vegas at when we celebrated that Cleveland victory.
Yeah, man. I was like, 3 sheets to the wind by the time I saw you that day. So.
Oh yeah. I was out. Yeah, I was out of there by then. We were. Yeah,
that was a good win there.
Oh yeah, we needed that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and I know we'll probably talk about it here in a little bit. I think that might be our last win.
Hey man, I mean seriously,
I hope not. Though.
I hope not too. But I mean, the best case scenario I see is 2 more.
Yeah. That's what everybody's saying, man. And we'll go through it, a little later. Dang, my camera. Get my camera together. There we go. Yeah, man. So I don't know, man. It's hard to say. Of course, we're always gonna support our boys, but
hell yeah.
Yeah, last week was crazy, man. Got a couple more people to join, man. Got my boy All Eyes on G in the building, man. What's going on? Let's see. Got I see Leo. You know about that bone thugs, baby. That's how we do it. Sun Goddess in the building. What's going on, my dear? Man, appreciate everybody, man. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up, man. You guys don't understand. It's free and it really helps out the channel, man. So, and speaking of helping out the channel, man, I want to say a quick shout out to my sponsor, man. It's Angry Uncle Artworks, man. You know, they do custom patches and embroidery and all that stuff, man. So I left it pinned in the comments, man. So make sure you guys go check them out for all your embroidery needs. Everyone that wants patches, he makes custom patches. Quick turnaround time. He's a beast, man. All different sizes, paws, and all that. So, you know, shout out to my guy, man. But man, let's see who else, man. I saw my guy. Okay, Ghetto Boys Raider. What's going on, man? So appreciate everybody that's in the building for sure. Conscious, salute to you. Got my girl Myra G in the building. She in North Carolina. That's what's going on, man. Shout out to Myra Jizzle. So salute, man. But all right, man. So Keith, man.
Yep.
We are in
A mess.
Yeah, to say the least. The least. So I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time kind of talking about last week because we saw what was going on. We had opportunity to win. You know, turnovers. You know, Minshew stunk up the joint. I mean, Aiden wasn't doing good when he was in there. It was just a lot of just madness that we saw. But is there anything good out of the game?
I'll put one on there. I know a lot of people in Raider Nation are big Trayvon Merrick fans, but I'm not really.
Yeah. He had a good game, though.
Well.
Yeah.
He played well.
He did.
Probably the best game I've ever seen him play, actually. To be completely honest. I mean, he was physical, which has always been my knock on him. He's not really a physical guy. He's kind of just like plays around out there, and he's just not real aggressive. But that was a good game for him. I mean, I thought he played well. I thought Meredith played pretty well, to be honest, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why he doesn't get any burn, but, like...
He probably will now.
I hope, because, you know, honestly, in a perfect world, at some point in time, I'd like to slide, you know, Powers Johnson over to center, get that trash can Andre James out of there, and then, you know, just play Meredith at guard and call it a day. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
The thing with him, man, he just doesn't play consistent because he's always come in. I feel like he's come in like the last couple years, like here and there to fill in, and he just never really done that well. But I mean, he played well yesterday. I mean, not yesterday, but last game. But it's gonna be interesting to see what he's gonna do against Chris Jones, though.
Well, you know, I mean, James, you know what James is gonna do against Chris Jones. I mean, he's going to get walked back in the quarterback, just like he always does, and probably create an interception.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, that's just the reality.
The thing is, I want Andre James to do well, man. I always have, man, because I mean, he got a good story. Just a guy that, you know, I mean, he never played center, you know, before coming to the Raiders. And
let me put it this way: how many players in the NFL have ever just been like starting a new position in the NFL and made it?
Right. No, and that's what I'm saying.
I mean, why would we, like, to me, it's like, why are we wasting the time spending on that? I mean, I know he's progressively gotten better.
Yeah.
But, like, you can't have a project as your starter. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like he was a project, and has he gotten better? Sure. But, like, he's still kind of not a center. You know what I mean? Yeah,
he's, because I think it was his athletic ability they liked, but I mean, for a guy that's never played center before, I mean, he's always struggled with the
guy that's never played center before. I'll tell you that, but
yeah, but
what I want.
Yeah, and then we pay him like one of the top centers, you know. So I mean, that's I think that's the thing, man. You know, the going from who was it? Do we go straight from Rodney Hudson to him?
Hudson. Yeah,
yeah. So it's like.
Because he had that like little spell of 3 games when Hudson was hurt that he filled in, and we thought, oh, he's going to do great for us.
Yeah, and it just, I don't know, man.
The fact that we re-signed him, that's the part that I think they just got scared because they saw the price.
They panicked.
Of linemen,
they panicked.
And they just were like, oh, man, we got to re-sign him.
The panic.
And now we're kind of going to be stuck with him unless we cut him and take it on the chin.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough, man. But you know, it is what it is. But no, that's actually a good call out because I really like what I saw from Trayvon because one thing I think like he's not the best tackler, of course, but I think like as far as like blitzing and timing up his blitzes and like disguising his blitzes, I think he does a good job. And I think we need to do more of that.
I agree, actually. I agree with that. But he's never down around there. You know, he's always playing so far back that he's never involved. I mean, this is why I think it was a good game for him because he was up around the line of scrimmage more.
Yeah.
Which he never is normally. He's just sitting back there, and when he's back there, I feel like he plays tentative, and he never gets involved.
Or drops interceptions.
He's good at that.
For that. Yeah, he's known for that, man. So
there's a reason why he's playing defensive back and not wide receiver. That's for sure.
Oh my God, for sure.
I mean, he drops a lot.
For sure, man. But before we get too far into it, man, since last time we spoke, man, you recently started your own path, man, your own show. You know, I know you're kind of in the beginning stages of it, trying to find your way, man. I know that feeling, man. Let everybody know where they can find you.
So on YouTube, it's Yo Raiders at Yo Raiders. Real, like, if you want to get in the ground level or something, I am the ground level. I've just started this thing. I know me and Chris talked last year about me starting this thing, and I'm just like, I'm not a tech guy, so, you know, it's slow goings, but I am doing my thing slowly but surely and hopefully getting, you know, to the ground. It's like, you know, buying a Tesla or something, you know what I mean? Be one of the groundbreaking people to buy the first Tesla or buy some Apple stock when it was 2 cents. That's what I am right now.
There you go, man. Get in early.
Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to. I will get better as time goes on.
No, hey, honestly, man, my first few videos and stuff was so trash. I mean, I feel like I've gotten a little better, but I remember my first few. Every now and then, I'll go look at them and just kind of laugh, man. But, you know, but you remember when I first talked to you, and I just told you just got started, bro.
Yeah,
you know, I told Leo the same thing. Just like you just got to do it.
Stuff. I overthink stuff. That's my nemesis. So like, I'll sit here and ponder this and that, and I'll, you know, do research on this stuff and whatever. And sometimes I just got to say F it and just do it. Yeah,
that's all I do. I pour up, turn this camera on, and start blabbing away, man. And hopefully someone will like what I say.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you.
Shout out to Unconscious.
Like what you say because we agree a lot. So
yeah, and that honestly, and that's all it is. Like, I know a lot of times I'll say stuff that's unpopular or kind of just way out in left field, and you know, it is what it is, man. People will either like it, they respect it, or they don't, and that's cool. It's cool either way. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Unconscious Conscious. Oh, what'd you say?
I said I was just gonna say, like, I'm just getting to the point now where it's almost like just talking to somebody. You know what I mean? You got to just think like that. You know, hey, you might like this or you might not like this. Whatever. It is what it is. You know?
Right. So my guy, he said, your future quarterback has got to be from the draft this year, right? It has to.
Yeah.
There's no like I don't want to hear no Dak Prescott. I don't want to hear none of that.
Kirk Cousins.
No.
Like he might get out there next year. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't want to hear any of that.
No, me either. We have to go get our young guy. And again, I think for anything, it's just something for our fan base needs something to clutch onto and have like some hope for the future. Like,
I mean,
even if it don't work, give us something to like, you know, and I think that's why so many people clutched on to Aiden O'Connell, even though he was a late round pick. But it's like, let us get a real like guy with a lot of upside who, you know, we can really clutch on and be like, we can watch this guy grow.
Two words: Ken Stabler.
Right.
That's the last guy we drafted that was good for us.
Right.
Ken Stabler.
And that's wild.
That's insane, man.
I've never seen him play in person. I mean, I wasn't alive to see him play. I mean,
I watched him play, but I watched him play more when he was on the Oilers and the Saints than I did the Raiders. I caught the tail end of his stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and I was a kid then, but still, I remember like, and I was like, and that's when I used to watch all the NFL films, like on ESPN that used to just run all the time and all that shit. So like, you know, I like watched all those videos for the Raiders and everything, but I didn't really get to catch Stabler really playing for the Raiders except for those videos. And now you can go on YouTube and watch all that stuff. Because I watch a lot of old games, like still to this day. Like just the other night, I watched the 75 playoffs or something like that. It was crazy, but I just do some stupid shit and watch like crazy stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, right. I remember when we were like really good.
Yeah, for real, man. But like for me, like I got to go back to the Gruden days. You know, like I can't even go back and enjoy those Stabler days, and you know, like I got to clutch on to you know the end of Gruden and all that stuff, and I think that's why in my mindset for the long until right now, I've always was like, maybe we can find another Gruden, maybe we can find a castaway from another team, and it just works. Like that's why I was like, man, hopefully Minshew would work, or even like hopefully Jimmy G would work. It's not necessarily I wanted them, but it was just like once we got him, I'm like, okay, maybe we can get that lightning in a bottle. They both fell flat. So.
Well, I mean, I like Minshew. I mean, I don't know. I was never, as soon as we signed, I was not a Minshew guy. Never been a Minshew guy. Like, it's like one of those deals where, everybody thinks they go back to Gannon, they go back to Plunkett, they go, you know. But in today's NFL, man, that's a rarity in today's NFL.
No,
I mean,
you got to have a guy.
But
you got to have a guy.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, that is. I mean, you know, like I think the Bucks got their guy in Baker now. You know, Baker, literally, I mean, he was a journeyman. You know, like he started off, but he bounced around, and I think they found their guy.
Not to talk a gang of crap about Cleveland, because I know we're both from Ohio, but I mean, they did him wrong. They really did.
Yeah. You know? Yeah, they did. It was just, but Cleveland fans are tough, man. And I
you don't got to get me started. I was at that Indians game too when the Yankees won.
Oh, you told me? Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, they're assholes.
Second
they're
time,
assholes.
Like 2 weeks. I was like, you know what? I'm so over these Cleveland fans. That's why I just laid on the ground, took that picture. I was like, yeah, that's right. I don't care anymore. I'm sick of you Cleveland fans.
Yeah. They're wild. You saw what they did with Deshaun Watson and stuff. It's like, man, there's no place for that, man. Regardless of how you feel, like, come on, man.
Yeah, so. I mean, I understand you don't like him. I understand he got the worst contract probably in sports history.
Yeah.
But you know what? Instead of blaming him, maybe you should blame your front office. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of like booing him off the field, maybe you should boo your front office.
Right. But who are we to judge? I know I'm not judging. We got our own. Man, but shout out the no face, no case. Wow. Okay. He said, are Raiders ever going to trade Crosby? That's been a big topic. Let's talk about it.
Go ahead, man.
Do you think we'll ever trade Crosby? Ever?
Not ever. All right. So ever, I'm not going to say never.
Will he ever wear another jersey?
So that's tough in this age.
That's all I'm about to say.
I mean, if it was years ago, I'd say there's no way. But in today's day and age, like, could he wear another jersey? Yeah. Do I think it's going to be this year, next year? No. Okay. Do I think, like, if he gets hurt or, you know, he, like, kind of dips down in productivity and everything like that, and he's towards the end of his career, will we, you know, trade him? Maybe. But I'll be honest. If we stay like this, then I'm like, you know, in a couple years, hey, Max, I get it. Because if I was him, I wouldn't want to lose every year. He's too damn good to lose every year. You know? It's like everybody's giving Devontae shit for, like, leaving, which I understand. Like, and I'm even one of them.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I also understand why he's irritated, you know?
Man, yeah. Trust me.
I mean, if I had Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell throwing me the ball, I'd be pissed too.
And Jimmy G the year before. And Brian Hoyer.
Yeah.
So it's like, hold on. Like, I didn't sign up for this, bro. No. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Another guy, too, it's in Denver. He started the last two when they benched Carr. What was it?
Stidham? Yeah, Stidham. I like Stidham. I ain't gonna lie.
the best quarterback on our team for the last 3 years. Honestly.
I mean, it's tough. It's tough. Me personally, I think that I don't want them to ever go, but if this rebuild is going to be something that's going to take a long time, we might have to bite the bullet. But if we do, I want to make sure we take care of them as far as like don't send them nowhere to die.
Like send them to Carolina.
Send them to a place where he wants to go. Let's get some kind of compensation and make it a win-win. But again, I don't want to. Like, I hope that our rebuild can be fairly quick. Maybe we can get one of these quarterbacks as a dog, and they can have a Jaden Daniels type effect, or
I mean,
or CJ Stroud or whatever. I mean,
it doesn't take long if you get a quarterback. Honestly.
Exactly.
But that's the thing. Like, in this past draft, there was like 3 or 4 quarterbacks that I wanted, and Caleb I knew was off the table.
Yeah.
So that left Daniels, Drake May, and Penix, and those were the 3 that I thought were good. Daniels obviously off the chart, and that's a perfect example. I mean, Washington just like they suck forever, and they get him in there, and it's like him and a good offensive coordinator, and it's like lightning in a bottle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then honestly, like everybody was talking all this smack about Drake May, but he looks pretty fucking good up in New England. If you watch some of the games,
I ain't gonna lie, he looked all right last week. I was like,
the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And he's playing with nothing.
Yeah, literally.
A whole lot of nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, and then Penix, you don't know, but everything you hear about
he's going to be a dog. He's going to be a
dog.
dog. Yeah, he'll be a dog.
So, I mean, now this upcoming draft, I feel like is kind of like, I don't have those feelings about quarterbacks like I did last year.
Yeah.
I like Cam Ward. And then I'm iffy on everything.
Yeah, to me, it's still early. I want to see what they do in the playoffs. Shador, I can see the potential in Shador. It's just I don't know if I want that prime time.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the whole thing. Because that could get ugly. Like if we don't get better fast, I could see that whole situation getting ugly. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know if I want the circus with that.
Right, I mean? we're a circus enough.
In Vegas as it is, we don't. Need
yeah, for sure, for sure. Shout out to Lamb88. Him said my uncle passed away and he loved the Raiders. Man, salute to you, man. Condolences for your uncle. He's part of the family, man. So condolences, and thank you for stopping by and showing love, man. I really appreciate it. Got my boy UEP in the building. Leo, thank you for dropping my man's link, man. Make sure you guys go hit his link up, man, and hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up, man. Go give him some love. Say we got some Chiefs fans in the building. Salute to y'all. Talk your talk. It is what it is. Exactly.
There you go.
But honestly, I mean,
don't care how bad we suck, it's still Chiefs week, and I can't stand it.
For sure. And the worst part is like you really can't take a Chiefs fan seriously if they don't know how to spell Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? So like all you can do is just hey, hey little fella, just tap him on the head. Hey little fella, you're so cute, man. Thanks for coming by. No, I'm not gonna buy your Girl Scout cookies, but thanks for coming by, Rexy FX. Yeah, salute. But let's see who else we got in the building, man. Oh, damn, he doubled down, triple down. Oh, he kept spelling it wrong. Oh my, hooks on phonics did not work for you. Okay, but it's all good though, man. But the Burpee Reaper, man, he said, who is the dude at the bottom? Love the flag. Hey, man, it's my guy, Yo Raider. Make sure you go subscribe, man. Good dude. And honestly, we need to put a GoFundMe for Rexy FX because he kept putting "Let's Go Chiefs" and spelling it wrong.
That's impressive.
It is like I couldn't even, and I'm not the best speller, but I couldn't even do that. At some point, my brain will be like, "You idiot." You learn how to spell the team's name that you like, but
sometimes you look down and you're like, that don't look right.
Yeah, exactly. And then we got some more Chiefs fan, man. Appreciate you guys coming through, man. At least you can, I don't know I guess, salute to you. So
we talked about on the Chiefs channel though, for real.
Yeah, but they don't got their own channels, man. They're bored. You know what I'm saying? They probably wish they were at a Diddy party, but they're hanging out with us. For sure.
But have you ever been to Kansas City?
I haven't though. I do want to go. I haven't been there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. See, I've been there. It's been years, and I mean, this was like, I probably was there I mean, this is when we were dark. This was like Jamarcus Russell days.
Mm.
So funny story. So the year we were 2-14, I went to a Kansas City game in Kansas City, and we won that game with Jamarcus Russell. So I was losing my shit because like I think he had like 75 yards passing. And
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Like
that sounds about right.
Yeah. Darren McFadden had like 200 yards combined rushing and receiving. And like, I don't know how we won that game, but we did. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But Kansas City is an awesome place. I mean, their fans aren't bad either. It's just, I just hate that team. Like, I just do.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I do too, man. And it's like, and I hate that they're so good right now. You know, but it is what it is. We just have to beat them.
They got Kelsey too, and he's from Cleveland, and that bothers me.
Yeah, that does bother me too. That does bother me too. Dixon Sider, what's going on, man? Appreciate it. He said, I'm not surprised by anything. He said it was Crosby's mouth that got us AP. I mean, I'm not mad at AP as of yet, man. I'm not giving up on him. What's your thoughts, man? Because you know, I just think he just doesn't have that much power. I don't think so. You know, that's my thing.
I would agree with that. I don't know. See, it's like a catch-22, right? Because I don't know if I'd want him to have so much power, to be honest, because it's kind of like we're in this like, do I want him to have power? Because I don't know if he'd make the right choices.
That's true.
I mean? So like,
he has trouble managing the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But like by the same token, everybody's ready to burn him down. I actually like, I mean, don't get me wrong, he makes some terrible decisions in game.
Yeah.
I mean, just terrible. Like with his timeouts and his going for it on fourth down. Like when you shouldn't and then not when you should. It's just, I don't know who's telling him what on that, but they need fire or something because that's just terrible. But, but as far as him as a coach, hey, I wanted him and I'm going to stick by him.
Me too. You know? That's where I'm at.
I mean, like, and honestly, I know everybody's going to hate this, but I think he should come back next year, and I'll say it right now. I don't care if we win no more games. Because, honestly, I feel like if we just keep, like, getting rid of coaches, not only is that, like, a thing with us, but by the same token, it's like, who the hell as a coach would want to come here?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to fire somebody every year, why is a coach, if you're an up-and-coming coach, if you're Ben Johnson or if you're –
that's what I'm saying.
Why would you want to come here if you're going to get fired next year just trying to do anything?
That's what I'm saying.
And so, any coach that comes in needs at least a couple years to get their people in there.
Exactly.
Like that. So, like, I just don't understand why everybody's like, oh, fire this guy, fire that guy, fire this. It's not going to get us anywhere.
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to right the ship and, you know, take us to a Super Bowl. I don't know that answer. And as it looks right now, it looks like maybe not. But I would at least like to give him a chance. Like, give him a good offensive coordinator. Give him a quarterback. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then let's see what he could do. Yeah,
for sure. For sure. Man, shout out to all these Chiefs fans in the building. We got another one. Honestly,
wow.
It's like how do you even how can you type out that word and be like, that's my team right there? Like, yeah, that's a team I support. That's wild. That's wild. But salute to everybody in Kansas City, man.
Like,
you know,
if we typed out our new quarterback as our team, Ritters.
Right. Like, what, like I mean, they can't spell. Hey, UEP, it's looking bad out here, man. The hooked on phonics is not working for sure. Myra G said they got their own trailer park DIY meth recipe. Oh man, salute to my guy, man, Coach sipping Jamba Juice out of a straw. He said Raiders have shows like this because the mainstream sports media only covers certain teams with marketable players. Chiefs have the mainstream sports media, and Raider fans have shows like this. Absolutely, man. We love this. I mean, this is the reason we do it. We're not getting on nobody's coattail. Like, we could be doing a lot of better things and talking about a team that has the second most losses in the last 20 years.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. Like, I mean, I say this all the time about Raiders fans, like, and especially talk this shit with like Cleveland Browns fans because they're just on my last nerve. especially after that game in Vegas. Like, I had a whole row in front of me that were all Browns fans. And it just made me sick because, they're all talking their smack. Just like at the Yankees games. They're all talking their smack when they're up. Then it gets tied. They all quiet down. And then when they lose, they all leave with their head down. It's like, it's like the
Pick a struggle.
Yeah. It's like, it's ridiculous. But, I mean, honestly, though, I mean, even you, like, we both are in Ohio, but we met each other in Chicago.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, last year, so it was like, that only happens with Raiders fans. You know what I mean?
Exactly. No, that's so true. So true. Shout out to my boy Aunt Six Soldier, man. That's my guy right there. He said, "What up, Chris? When you going to sell me that CO Moore jersey?" He said, that's the insider, man. Shout out to Aunt Six. That's my guy. But yeah, salute everybody in the chat, man. Got some got some trolls in here, but it's all good. I love it. Shout out to Fear Raider. He said the Chiefs short bus just pulled up. That's for sure. For sure. Say, I don't know why Chief fans are here. Go home. For sure. But no, hey, I love it, man. Keep on. Keep on.
Hey, come on in. Like,
yeah, for sure.
That's all right.
But yeah, so I think the whole AP thing, I think you're absolutely right. One thing that kind of comes to mind for me is we think back, even Al Davis, like he was known for not being an owner that coaches wanted to play for. I mean, he was more of a players type owner where, like I would talk to Stu Swaggart and he would tell me like, if you wanted something done, you just go to Al. Like you don't even worry about the coach, man. Like you just go straight to Al and talk to Al. So it's
crazy.
like, yeah, like you're undermining the coach, man. So
I don't care what business you're in,
you don't do that.
You always have like levels,
Chain of command.
Yeah, I mean, this is like, hey, you go to the quarterbacks coach. The quarterback coach goes the offensive coordinator goes that. I mean, there has to be that. You can't just, hey Al, let's do this. Okay,
Yeah, and I loved Al, man. He did a lot of great things. But I'm also like I'm also critical of I keep it real. Like his early years, he was fire. A pioneer, a maverick, all of that. But during those later years, man, it was tough as a fan because we're like, coaches don't want to come. No real coaches. So that's why we had to get these first time guys that
And I don't want to fall back into that again.
Me either. And that's what I'm saying. Like, we have to give AP a shot. I mean, because virtually all of us wanted him. Like, there are a lot of people out here that acting like, oh, I never wanted. Like, yeah, you did. Most of you guys did.
Most did.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a whole contingent of people that wanted Harbaugh, but I mean,
yeah.
And I know that they're winning right now and all that good stuff, but honestly, I didn't want Harbaugh. Like, he doesn't.
No, I didn't. I definitely didn't
do anything for me. Like, and I don't think he'll be at the Chargers for that long, to be honest with you. So I mean, I don't know.
I think he'll be there, but it's like I don't think I mean, they're not even that good of a team this year. I mean, they beat us, which
they're better than they were last year. So he's doing something.
Yeah. I mean, he's doing okay. I mean, but what's their record? Did they win what? They only got 3 wins? 4 wins?
4-3.
4-3. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I'm not impressed by them. I mean, but again, they're better than us, so I can't really say too much, man.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, like if you think about what they lost on that team compared to last year, you know what I mean? They lost a lot. They lost Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Austin Eckler. I mean, you go down a list of players they lost, and he's turned out right around. But I mean, that's what he does. I will say that as much as I'm not a fan of his, he is a good coach.
Yeah, I mean, he's cool. Yeah, no, he definitely is cool. I think he leaves a, I don't know, being a Michigan fan and the way he kind of left us with this whole scandal and all this stuff. Like, I don't know, man. It just kind of.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Jim Trussell or Urban Meyer, all them guys at Ohio State. Shout out to all you Ohio State fans again, too, that think Ohio State is like, there's no dirt on that jacket ever.
Oh, my God.
I mean, dirtiest people. Like, honest to Christ, like, people don't understand this, but, like, Andy Katzenmoyer, I don't know if you remember him, but he was like.
Oh, he's from my hometown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I heard stories about that were crazy stories.
Oh, he was literally a straight, like, what they call, like he was dumb as hell. So like,
I don't know if this is true, but I've heard this from multiple people that went to school there when he was going to school.
yeah.
Like he couldn't even read.
No, for real. No, like not even being like funny. Like
Yeah.
he was known for that. Like he had to like just like take like classes in golf and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that was his thing, like golf.
And I mean, like Kenyon Rambo, like never attended one class when he was there.
Yeah, I believe it.
I mean, that stuff happens all the time down there, but you know, they don't get any sanctions ever or nothing. So I mean, whatever. I mean, it just that kind of shit irritates me because I don't understand how some universities you like step on somebody's toe or whatever, and you get like,
oh yeah,
your scholarships taken away, and then others just like do whatever they want. But that's a different thing. I don't want to get off topic there.
Oh no, for sure. Shout out to Coach. He said they're 3-3. So okay, so you know that's what I'm saying. They're all right. Like you know, whatever.
I mean, honestly though, I mean, I kind of expected them to be in last place. So I mean,
yeah, no, me too. Shout out to Myra G. She said, Chris, you want me to keep all these queef fan or troll flunkies in here? Yeah, keep them. Don't snipe them. Shout out to you. Shout out to Jack Kenna. You know, I know you guys are y'all my snipers, man. But you know, stand down. We don't snipe them unless anybody gets disrespectful. But no, we're not sniping other fans, man. They can come on in and kick it with us, man. That's you know, we're here for all the smoke. You know, they can you know, as my boy Billy say, I'm here with a hermit voice, man. But you know. But until you know we beat them, hey, let them talk. They talk, man. But Raider fans, we know how to talk our talk back. Yeah, just give them give them that work, and man, give them that work in the chat. But keep it respectful though. That's all I'm saying. But thank you for asking Myra and Jack Kenna. But yeah, we always we're not scared of smoking this in here.
Nah.
Let's see. Shout out to Tony, man. My guy Tony. He said, remember that Super Bowl when Brady spanked Kansas City? Them fair weather fans were jumping off the shit like the Titanic. Exactly, man. That's how it is. That's how it is, man. So, but yeah, man. So shout out to that, man. But you know, one thing I want to do, man. Actually, before we go any further, man, I gotta shout out my sponsor again, man. Angry.
Yeah, do it.
Oh, you know. Hey, Shill Squad, if you guys know anyone that's looking for top-tier custom patches to make a statement, look no further. Go check out my guys at Angry Uncle Artwork. They specialize in bringing your ideas. Oh, no, did I just stop?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on, let's try it again. Hey, Shill Squad, if you guys know anyone that's looking for top-tier custom patches to make a statement, look no further. Okay, so we'll try it again next week. I don't know what happened, but it was supposed to work. But
hey man, shout out to you, Chris, for like getting sponsored now and stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. I've been trying, man.
I know you put in the work, man. So I mean, you know, good for you, man. That's good. I love it.
Yeah, I definitely be working. That's for sure, man. I definitely be working, just trying to make it work and you know, just get it going. In fact, I'm not gonna let this thing defeat me. So I'm gonna figure out a way to let me try it this way. Yeah, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna play it like this. Hold on. Hey, Shill Squad, if you guys know anyone that's looking for top-tier custom patches to make a statement, look no further. Go check out my guys at Angry Uncle Artwork. They specialize in bringing your ideas to life with unmatched craftsmanship and creativity. They're not only friends of the show, but they're also sponsors of Protect the Shill podcast. So whether you need custom patches for your brand, your team, or an event, they offer high quality embroidery that's built to last. From intricate designs to bold logos, their team works with precision and passion to deliver exactly what you need. Now they use premium materials for long-lasting durability, custom designs tailored to your vision, the fast, reliable service to meet your deadlines. So go check out my guys at Angry Uncle Artwork, where creativity meets quality, stitch by stitch. And I also left the link in the YouTube description of this video. And if you use the code PTS Podcast at the checkout, you'll get a free bonus item in your package. So make sure you go over there and support our guys, man. So shout out to my guys, man. So definitely check them out. I know a lot of you guys are, into the patches, and like they make embroidered hoodies and polos and hats and all that stuff, man. He's a beast, man, and he's a Raider fan. So more than anything, man, support our own, man, and he's a good dude, man. So always gotta show him some love, man. But yeah, so kind of just going on, kind of more of what we got going on this upcoming week. Do you think? Actually, no, before we go there, I kind of made a statement of I am not sure if we're going to win any more games this season. And I know you were thinking that there may be a couple.
I think best case 2.
Best case 2?
Yeah.
So I kind of talked about this yesterday on my show. So anyone that that wasn't on the show, kind of in the chat, let me know, man. Do you guys see us winning any more games this season? If you really just look at the schedule, like I know Jack Kenna was there yesterday, so he kind of, told me who he thinks. But, for you, Keith, is there anyone else that you think we can beat? So, of course, we got
Jacksonville is possible.
With Jacksonville? Okay, and yeah, people have been saying that.
I think, as crazy as this sounds, I think like we're gonna win one against either. I keep calling San Diego, but like
then Chargers or Broncos
or Denver, divisional game. I think like we'll get one of those maybe. But I mean, now that being said, although I say like we could win 2 more, I honestly believe we could lose them all.
I know, and I hate that, but
hurts my heart, man. But I mean, because I remember this is like throwing me back to like the '90s, like that Jamarcus Russell year, where it was just so horrible. You watch these games or go to a game and you're like, oh my God. Like, what are we doing? And it's like, especially after last week, I was like having deja vu and shit. Like, holy shit, it is DeMarcus Russell out there. Like, what the hell? Like, what is going on? Like,
I've never felt so helpless, man. Like, but even, I mean, maybe besides the Art Shell 2.0 year, but like, besides that, man, it was tough. Like, because for one, I mean, our quarterback situation, but then, without Devontae, and then without Jacoby, I don't even know if he's going to play. We'll talk about that later. And then we got, and it's like our receivers, they're both slot guys, and they're playing the slot and playing outside is different, man.
Totally different world. Yep.
It is. So I don't know, man. So like when I look at the schedule, and again, I love my team, man, but I'm all about being realistic. And I don't see us beating the Chiefs, unfortunately. I don't see us beating the Bengals.
No.
The bye week, we might not lose the bye week, maybe. Miami, I think Tua will be back by then.
And we don't play well down there anyways. Like,
oh no, we never do. Yeah, I mean, we never do.
We don't win down there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then I know you think the Broncos is a possibility, but I don't know, man. That defense is rocking.
It's just divisional games. Weird shit happens in divisional games.
That is true. That is true. That is true. So I mean, that could be a possible. And then we got the Chiefs again. I don't see us beating the Buccaneers.
Beating Atlanta.
No, I don't see us beating Atlanta. And honestly, the Jaguars, like I know everyone always kind of defaults to the Jaguars.
They're playing better though. They are.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But and then the Saints, I know there was some people that said the Saints, but I'm like with Derek Carr back, Derek's gonna have so much fire under him.
That's the game of his life right there.
Oh yeah. That literally is.
Yes.
Like he's gonna care about that game more than anything. Like he'll try to downplay it and be like, "Oh, it's just another game." Oh man, he wants to show we made the wrong choice.
100%. Like that's the one game that he's gonna go ape shit crazy on and like really get fired up for it.
Yeah, no, for sure. And then the Chargers, man, that last game. I mean, I just don't know, man. I just don't know. It's just
I mean. The one thing I will say is like maybe the Chargers game is like we either are playing young guys that want to play and maybe that helps us, or they squeak in the playoffs and they don't play anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But honestly, but they'll never be at the point where they can really rest people, because I think you really only do that when you're like I don't like I think like when you're playing for like a higher seed to like get home field advantage or something. If the Chargers make it, they're gonna squeak in, and I think they're gonna have to win all their games. At least they got to win most of their games. So I can't see them the point where they're resting anybody.
No, I mean, me either. I'm just saying it's a scenario.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll happen.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's really it. I mean, could we lose them all? Yeah. I mean, especially with our quarterback. Now we're talking about we're going to play Ritter possibly. That's being put out there, and it's like, sure, we're going to put this guy that couldn't become the second string quarterback on the Arizona Cardinals on our squad to be the starter possibly.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, yeah.
I mean, at this point, yeah. It doesn't matter, but I'm just saying, like,
no, I get you.
He's not doing anything. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, come on.
No, it's it's just how our fans work, man. We want someone to be another Gannon. Like we find, we make treasure out of someone's trash.
Yeah.
But I will say I did like Ritter coming out of college, though. I did like him. So it was, it was one of those things where, but you never know what can unlock someone. But I mean, he has no real weapons, because honestly, and the reason I don't think we'll win much is because if I was a defensive coordinator, I feel like I would know how to exactly stop the Raiders.
1,000%, man. We're a one-trick pony right now.
Man, you take Brock Bowers, you put your best defender and another person on Brock Bowers, and then you stop the run and say, you beat me with your quarterback's arm throwing it to these slot receivers that are playing, on the outside.
Let's be honest. You could honestly take your corner and put him on Bowers with the
I absolutely would. I absolutely would put my best corner on
top of him too, double covering him, and let your other people play our wide receivers, because that's how bad it is right now.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's crazy. And this goes back to like something that I was saying like to people. It's like going into this year, the things that I thought were good for us are all bad for us now. Like, take the quarterback position out of it, of course, but like, I thought we had good skill position at wide receiver with Devontae Myers, two tight ends, everything like that, and like that is all gone. It's all gone. Yeah. And I thought our defensive line was going to be stellar, and that's all gone because of injury. You know? So I mean, the two things that I thought were the best things for us have fallen apart.
Yeah, no, you're right. I think, like going into the season, if you would have asked me our bet, and in fact, I remember saying it, our best rooms were, to me, the defensive line. So like the defensive lineman, I think that was our best room. But that's when I thought we were going to have Christian Wilkins and Malcolm Kuntz. Now that's become one of our worst rooms, And then, the receiving room, the receiving core. I'm like, we got Devontae, who's, top 2 receiver, top 3 maybe. And then you got, Jacoby, who is to me a top 3 wide receiver too, for the most part, or maybe top 5, because there's some dogs out there as wide receiver too. But yeah, now for us to be starting, DJ Turner and Trey Tucker and Alex Bachman.
Oh God, Alex Bachman. Oh my God, dude! Like, how is he playing? Like, we can't find anybody better than him. Seriously, there's nobody out there. Like, I feel like we could go to a high school, Christy, and find somebody.
Yeah, man, it's tough. It's tough, man. It's tough. So it's just one of those things, man. We like right now, I'm all about just evaluating talent, man. Yeah. It's all about seeing, for one, everyone who's on their contract year, who do we want to bring back?
I'll tell you right now. You want to know who I think? I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, tell me.
Spillane.
Oh, yeah.
Sign him. I mean, I was 50-50 on Hobbs at the beginning of the year. I say bring him back. I say bring Kuntz back, even though he's hurt.
Yeah, he'll be on a discount too.
Yep, that's why. But everybody else, I don't care about. I'll be honest. Like Merrick, like I said, I'm not a fan of Merrick, even though I swear to God, as soon as I put out a video last week on my channel, like saying I just want to
balling.
see. Yeah, exactly. I was like, all right, fair enough. But I mean, still, it's one game, and to me, he just isn't around enough. Like I come from like safety and corner were my two favorite defensive
You're
positions.
around the ball.
And like I grew up with like Lester Hayes, Mike Haynes, like Van McElroy, like guys that would just they're always around the ball, and he's just never around the ball. Like Ronnie Lott was like my favorite, like one of my favorite defensive players of all time. It's just he's just never around the ball ever. I mean, and when he is, he drops it.
Yeah, it seems like like we're used to have. Well, I ain't gonna say we're used to because I guess we haven't had really safeties in a sense.
And you mentioned Stu earlier, and like
I like
Stu.
I did like Stu.
Great for us, man, because you know what?
He would hit you.
Say about him is like he would hit a motherfucker.
He would hit you. He would hit you.
I remember like when his rookie year, and he was playing special teams for us. I remember my brother, who's a Broncos fan, ironically. Don't get me started on that, but you know, he was playing special team, and he just drilling people, and I'm like, man, this guy will hit you. You know what I mean?
No, I remember him in high school, just because you know I got a lot of friends in Michigan, and I just remember just because especially from track. Because he won the 100-yard dash in track, you know, his senior year, and he beat Charles Rogers. And it was like, who's this white dude, man? It's like the fastest dude in Michigan. It was just crazy, man. You know, I mean, I always knew about him. But yeah, so no, it's Stu was one of those guys, man. But you're right though. Like I'm used to seeing like when someone catches a ball, the safety is like cleaning somebody up, like cleaning their class. Like now, it's like no one's scared to come in the middle no more.
No. And I mean, I know that like you can't
the rule change,
but I mean, I just grew up with beasts, man, like Kenny Easley. Like that dude would take your head off. Dennis Smith, you know what I mean? Like just ballers, man, that would just destroy you. Eric Turner was a guy that would destroy you.
Yeah, from Cleveland. That was Eric Turner was a headhunter.
Passed away, and I was like, so sad.
Eric Turner was a headhunter, man. Yeah, it's just like, and honestly, that's why I used to like Mike Mitchell. Yeah, even though like he at least played the game tough, and he had some good years at the Steelers after he left us. But yeah, man, like we just don't have that. But again, the new NFL as we know it don't value those guys anyway, you know.
I agree, but you still got to have some physicality out there. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, if you look at teams that have like a decent secondary, like normally they have at least one guy out there that has some physicality. I just feel like we don't. Nate Hobbs is probably our most physical guy. Like he at least will hit somebody and tackle.
Oh yeah,
and he's in the slot.
I would say him. I think Isaiah Palomar, he'll get his he'll stick his neck in there.
I mean, I don't want to see everybody get hurt ever, but as far as like someone getting hurt, like Epps opening the door for Palomar to play, I'm not. I mean, I don't want to say like, I'm glad someone got hurt because I never say that, but it opened the door, and he's like, I'm glad that he's getting some opportunity. That's why I wanted to see
Taylor.
Taylor.
I
honestly want to see him instead of Merrick out there because I don't want to bring Merrick back, pay him money that I don't think he deserves, and to be an average safety.
Yeah, because with him, just because he had he's highly decorated in college. I mean, his name's still kind of like, so he might be able to get some decent, some decent offers in free agency. Not sure, but to me, he shouldn't be expensive. Diablo shouldn't be expensive.
No, Diablo shouldn't be, but he's so up and down, man.
He is.
You know, and he's another one that isn't a physical guy too.
Yeah.
It's like, in your opening, it says like, APs are talking about physicality and violence and all this stuff. Well, we got to have some players that are like that. You know what I mean? You can't just talk about it. We got to have some players that are like that. To me, it's like Merrick ain't that guy. He's just a finesse guy. And And Diablo's kind of a finesse guy. I mean, I like his athleticism and stuff, but
Yeah.
You know, if you're gonna play like a two linebacker set, which kind of we do all the time now, and in today's NFL you almost have to, but you kind of need a guy too that's like
an enforcer.
Because like that's your run defense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Spillane's that though.
Yeah,
Spillane's that. Yeah. I think. Yeah, you're right. I think. You know, and again, and that's when I go back to like AP. I don't think has that much say so right now, but I will say that this draft, I felt like they did well as far as getting some of those guys because Bowers
killed it in this draft.
Yeah, Bowers is just going to be unreal. He's going to be unreal. Especially if we get him a quarterback that can get it to him.
Yeah, can you imagine that? That's crazy.
He's going to be unreal. And then who does have that physicality and the guy that likes violence, JPJ.
Oh, it's awesome, baby.
JPJ.
We talked about him in like fucking March.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we were both like, oh, we got to draft him.
Yeah.
And thank God we got him in the second round.
Oh, yeah. I literally told everybody that if we didn't get like a quarterback that we wanted, I was totally okay with trading back in the first round and getting him then.
Yeah.
And getting him then. Like if someone would have told me we traded back into like the 28, 29th pick, and got him, I'd have been like, cool.
Yeah, me too.
You know, so the fact we got him in the second round, that's great. And then DJ Glaze.
Still in it, man. I mean, everybody was kind of down on that pick, but I mean, he's done great, fantastic job. I mean, so and the Cameron or whatever, I mean, he might be good too. He's just been injured. Hard to say. So I mean, he's got the measurables.
Yeah, he got the measurables.
So I mean, maybe. I mean, who knows? You know, and the rest of the draft, I mean, they could possibly do something for us in time. Who knows?
Yeah.
No, but I mean, if you hit with your first 3 picks, I mean, when's the last time the Raiders hit with their first?
Man, I mean, honestly, if you leave
about that, like
if you leave any draft with 3 starters, I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, man. And then everybody's like, "Oh, Coupon Tom." That's all I hear is Coupon Tom and this and that.
Man.
And I'm like, I don't care if he's Coupon Tom if he can draft right, because guess what we haven't done in forever here? Draft
right. Right.
I mean,
right.
seriously. Right. That's why we're stuck on this whole narrative of, oh, let's pick up this guy and hope he's a Rich Gannon type or whatever, because we never draft well.
Right.
I saw this thing that said like from 2019 to 2022, we had like something like 8 first-round picks or 7 first-round picks or something like that. It's a crazy number. And you know how many of them are on the team? 0. Yeah, that is insanity. 0. We didn't get one of them right. I mean, honestly,
and that's always been like my thought about the whole rebuilding, like doing a full rebuild. Because last time we did a full rebuild was Gruden.
It didn't work.
Well, yeah, because we messed up all our draft picks. Like if any other team would have had 5 first-round picks in 2 years, they would have made something out of that.
I don't know about that. There's some teams that just aren't good too. Like Dallas,
I mean, there's some, but how do you drop the bag? How do you fumble the bag on 5?
It's almost impossible.
Yeah, like at least get half of them right. Half of them right.
Law of averages says you should be able to like throw a rock and hit something. You know what I mean? But no, we can't.
It's crazy.
I don't know. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it is. It is. Looking at just just for this game, the injury report real quick. Just gonna kind of look at that. So just kind of looking at this, man. Looking at the Chiefs, a couple things. Looks like they're pretty much clean for the most part. A lot of their guys are playing. Juju.
Side note.
Yeah.
They get D-Hop this week too.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
What are the chances of that?
And the crazy thing is, I'm actually okay. I'm okay with them getting D-Hop because I was scared that they were going to get Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, I was too, honestly.
That would have been scary.
Oh my God. But I'll tell you what though, D-Hop, everybody thinks like he's not that good, but honestly,
Oh, no.
he hasn't played with a good quarterback in a long time.
Yeah, since what? Deshaun Watson? No, actually, I think he did okay with
Kyler Murray. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot he had that little stint with him.
Yeah, for sure. And just looking at our looking at us, we have Harrison Bryant. He didn't practice. Jacoby Myers, I don't know. I mean, yesterday he was limited. So I don't know if he's just resting. So it'll be interesting to see what it looks like tomorrow. Dylan Parham's probably not going to play. I think Max is just resting, but he'll be good to go. And we got some people limited like Eichenberg and
I think Eichenberg's limited, period.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, he's definitely he's just limited. Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody else is kind of good to go, but I don't know, man. The biggest thing is, just kind of keeping our eye on Jacoby Myers, seeing if he can play. But it's just gonna be an uphill battle. If we're just gonna keep it real, that's just kind of how that is.
At least we ran the ball last week some, but that was against like the worst running defense. I mean, you can't even put any stock into that.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying, man.
Like, we ran the ball last week. Well, yeah. I mean, sure. They're the worst run defense. Yeah. We should be able to run the ball a little bit.
Right. Right. Man, salute to my guy, man. Real Talk Raider Nation, my boy 805, man. I got a fire show with him every Tuesday, and we also do a post-game show again with him and my boy Severe Raider, man. So definitely check us out every Tuesday. We do the film study, and then Sunday we do post-game, man. So definitely check us out. That's my guy. And salute to Queen Raiderette in the building, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Definitely do, man. Appreciate the love. And then so we did talk about that. So I also wanted to just talk about kind of like the tail of the tape of the two teams, man. Yeah. So just looking at, so these are all rankings. So points per game, we're ranked 25th. They're ranked 13th.
I'm surprised.
Points game allowed, which is very underrated. Like their defense is kind of balling. I mean, they're ranked 5th.
Yeah.
Ours is 29th. Total yards a game, we're 26th. They're 10th. Pass yards a game, 16th. They're 12th. And this is with Mahomes has been kind of struggling this year. He's not been really balling like he usually does.
I mean, but he really hasn't had anybody the last 2 years to throw.
Yeah, no, for sure. Run yards a game, we're 30th. They're 10th, and that's a scary thing, man, because now they got Kareem Hunt playing good ball. Yep. He almost looks like the old Kareem Hunt. So the fact that they can start running the ball and eventually we know Patty's going to turn it up at some point.
Yeah,
they're scary, man. They're going to be scary.
I mean, the fact that they haven't lost a game yet is scary.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, it's like they're undefeated, and he has done nothing really.
Yep.
I mean, only he could do that. Honestly, let's be honest.
No, for sure. Yards games allowed. We're at 11. They're at 10. And then again, this is always the key to everything. The turnover differential. We're 32nd, man. We turn the ball over at an alarming rate, and we barely ever get turnover like that. I mean, that Nate Hobbs, that was our first pick, right?
First pick of the season in the Browns game.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, Marigot. Yeah, so that's our second pick, and then I know we had another one, but it got called back because of a penalty. But yeah, that, I mean, you're not going to win, and that is stuff. When you look at stuff like this is why I say I don't know if we can win another game. I mean, we're not good enough to beat ourselves too.
Yeah,
we're not.
Yeah. I mean, the thing about it is like even last year when our defense was really cooking towards the end of the year, people don't understand this, but you had Max and you had Kuntz, and both of them could put pressure on the quarterback. But then everybody said, "Oh, we didn't have inside pressure." That's not necessarily true last year. Adam Butler did a hell of a job for us last year, and we put Kyrie Wilson in the middle all the time almost last year towards the end of the year. So I mean, you can say what you want about Wilson, and he doesn't have get off, and he's slow as shit, and he doesn't have reactionary tweaky moves and whatever. And I agree, but he's a strong ass dude. And if you put him in the middle, he can push it. You know what I mean, or hold up and create.
You talking about Tyree?
Yeah.
See, I don't. I gotta disagree, man, because I think people think like just because you're strong, you could be inside. Oh, did I lose you? I think I lost him. Yeah, yeah, I don't know what happened, but no. So my pushback on that is I think people think that just because you're strong, you can play DT.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like if he's the worst of that foursome, and he's just kind of like the guy that's just kind of pushing back a center or whatever.
But he doesn't. That's the
Well,
thing.
he did a little bit last year playing DT. Like he sucks at end, and honestly, we shouldn't even play him there because he's not a defensive end. The only thing that he'll ever be, in my opinion, is a defensive tackle.
He'll never be a defensive tackle. He don't have the hands.
No,
like unless he spends time with like an Aaron Donald or Warren's, like somebody that had good hand-to-hand like
Max
his hands.
Great hands. Like he could just work with Max, honestly, and like Max.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think to be completely honest, I guarantee someone like him probably frustrates Max because you could tell Max is just like an alpha dog, and literally Tyree is like. You can just tell by his personality. He's not like that.
He's just like whatever.
Yeah. So like, I can you imagine being like a guy that's hyped up, and then you look over at him, and he's like counting dandelions or something. Like Max is probably like, bro, this ain't it, man.
I'm just saying, like the two go hand in hand. So like, not to be saying he's all that in a bag of chips because he's a bust clearly. I mean, I'll say that right now. I'm just saying the only thing he could possibly ever be is a defense tackle.
No, yeah, I agree.
He might not be. He might not be one.
No, I agree. But you're basically saying he's for sure not a defensive end, though.
No, no. Like you got to have get off as a defensive end, and he just don't have get off. And I get it. Last year he was hurt, but this year he's not, and he still sucks. Like if you play him on the end, like yeah, he could like anchor the edge on a run for you.
Maybe.
But whatever. I mean, you got other guys that could do that aren't first round picks. So I mean,
yeah,
you know what I mean. I mean that's great and all, but that's not why we picked them. We picked them to be a pass rusher. I mean, you're defensive end. You're the 7th pick in the draft. I mean, come on. But my point to all that was, so last year with that, we had those guys, and it helped our secondary because we could put pressure on a quarterback.
Yeah.
But see, now we lost Kuntz, we lost Wilkins, Butler's back in there, and I thought it'd be great because we'd have Wilkins and Butler, but we kind of lost that. Now we're playing Wilson as a D end again a lot, which sucks, but at least we got that Chasen playing a little bit now.
Yeah, but, he's playing a lot, actually. He's playing a lot.
Yeah, now, yeah. But we've lost that, so now our secondary isn't as good because there's no pressure. So, like, now Jack Jones ain't all that. You can't, like, take a gamble on a route because, he's – I don't know what the hell he's doing. That's a whole nother thing in itself. Yeah. But our boy Bennett's playing baller.
My boy Bennett.
Hey, I'll say this till the day. You were the only guy I knew.
I know.
Me that were talking good about Bennett. And you can go back on the show that we had in whatever that was, April or May or whatever, and we were the only two guys.
Tell you, man. But it's funny though because now all of a sudden people are like, oh yeah, that was my boy too. I was the only one, man. Everybody wanted. They thought we drafted DeCamerion. They was like, oh yeah, he's gonna be our cornerback number 2.
Yeah,
all that. That's what people were saying, man.
Or
so
like
I'm like
talking like Face On was gonna beat him out.
Oh yeah, all that. That's what I'm saying. I remember all that. That's why I hear people. They go, oh yeah, my boy Bennett. Yeah, no man. Yeah. I remember them days. Everyone thought I was crazy.
Keep those receipts, man.
Keep those receipts, man. I'm not letting nobody take my shine on that for sure, man. For sure.
But I mean, that's the problem now. Is like our defense, like it just doesn't jive now. So. Now, like, what was our strong thing isn't a strong thing. So, I mean, we're just a mess. That's why I said, like, honestly, I'm not disagreeing with you. We could lose them all. I mean, we really could because our offense is just trash and our defense is okay and they still play. But I just don't know if we have enough to beat teams like this.
No.
I mean, we can't turn the ball over. And you can almost see it in games now where, like the Broncos games was like this. So was the game last week against the Rams, where the defense is playing well, they're playing well, and then all of a sudden you just have this bonehead play, and they're like, oh God.
You can only deal with that so long, man. Like
Yeah.
being on defense, and you're like you're playing your ass off, and then you're like, we got to go back out there because like it's demoralizing, man.
It really is. I mean, and if you're on the fields for so long every game because we can't put together drives.
Yeah, it's sick, man.
It's hard, man. It's just hard.
Salute to my boy, the Severe Raider in the building, man. What's going on, my guy? Again, man, I got my show every week. 2 shows with Severe, man, on Tuesdays and Sundays. Make sure you check him out. But yeah, man, it's it's tough, man. It's tough. We just gotta hang in there as Raider fans and just try to keep it going. So what's your expectation? So let me ask this. So for us to win this game, what are a lot of people say keys of victory or whatever. What's the pathway to success? What's your thoughts?
Oh man. Well, I mean, the easiest one is like we can't turn the ball over. I mean, clearly. I mean, everybody will say that.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I don't like seeing people get hurt, but I almost think we got to hurt Mahomes. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's about the only way we can win this game. I mean, seriously, I'm not even joking. I don't know any other way. Because I think they're going to be able to run on us. I think they're going to be able to pass on us.
Yeah.
I mean, I just, and it's in their place or no. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't even know if that even matters. You know what I mean? Where it is, like they could beat us anywhere. And that's another thing that's sickening is like, I just can't stand the fact that they're that good. But I mean, maybe if we could just like really sustain drives and run the ball and like take clock down. And I know that sounds like just coach talk, but I mean, do you see any other way to do that? I mean, we gotta hit Mahomes, maybe hurt him. Hopefully he fumbles. We get a pick 6 or something.
I see. The thing is, the tough thing about it is like for us to win something like that, we almost have to like catch a team sleeping.
Yeah.
Just like teams catch us sleeping, But the thing is, we caught them sleeping last year. They're going to be so fired up this year.
They're going to be fired up. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Because they're not going to want to lose to us twice in a row. They won like what 14 in a row or something like that.
It was something crazy, yeah. Something crazy.
So I mean, they're not going to want us to beat that streak after the last one,
Oh
so, I can't see it, man.
It's
I'm not going to sit here and say, if we do X, Y, and Z, I think even if we do X, Y, and Z, we might lose.
I mean, they're the best team in the NFL, man. I mean, and again, like Raider fans, it's okay to be objective and be real. Like, we're not going to win every game. I mean, we're not going to win that many games this year, unfortunately. I mean, sometimes we got to call it how we see it. And honestly, and it goes back to like this offseason, man, with the whole, and I put it on my thumbnail, man, with the whole, taunting Mahomes and, with the Kermit and all that stuff. Like, there's a lot of fans who are like, who cares? We're not scared of them. It's not about being scared of anybody, man. But it's like, you don't want to give another team that extra fuel because motivation goes so far. You get a team that's motivated this far.
Where guys are just getting paid, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just need something to kick you in the ass a little bit. And that'll just wake you up and make you play a little harder.
Exactly. And that's the thing, and it's one of those things where, again, it's not about being scared of them, but now, as long as Andy Reid is a coach there, he's gonna remind us of that loss that we had. He's gonna remind us of them, like remember when Gruden did the little circle around with the bus, like they're gonna remember those things, man. It's like you just don't want to give that extra fuel. Like, let's just beat them. And do what we got to do, but like I don't know. I just didn't like that. Like, I know a lot of Raider fans thought it was funny, but
I mean that's because a lot of Raider fans, like, they love all the theatrics and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, but here's the thing: if we were winning Super Bowls and if we were the Chiefs and we did that, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's kind of funny.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
Right.
like, it's not funny because we're not them and we're not good.
Right.
You know
We're not
like,
good.
So I mean, that's not funny. It's just it looks pathetic. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just, you know, and like another thing is like I'm just tired of like we win a game and it's like we won the Super Bowl or something.
Yeah.
Like we gotta get out of that.
Yeah.
You know, it's like win the game. All right, great. Move on to the next game.
Move on. Yeah.
A huge letdown the next game.
Yeah.
Because you think you won the Super Bowl or something. It's crazy to me.
Like people still talk about that Christmas game. Like, yeah, we won, but like we hold on to that so long, and the Chiefs are like, bro, we won the next 8 games plus the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
like, who cares about the damn Christmas game?
Yeah.
Just,
and I mean, I get it because like, well, I mean, that was our Super Bowl last year. I get it all, but like, you got to move on. You know what I mean?
Gotta
like,
move on, man. Like,
you got to move on. Like
teams that are used to winning, teams that are used to winning it, yeah, they'll celebrate it for 24 hours and they're on to the next, man. Like,
because that's the way you got to think.
Exactly.
You have to think. All right, now on to the next game. On to the next game. And if you don't think like that, you're never gonna be a winning team.
No.
Unfortunately, I mean, it's just.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
So,
it is.
I mean, it is. Listen, shout out to my boy Ernest in the building, man. He said disrespect is a no-no. Karma does strike back. Go Raiders. For sure, man. For sure. Let's see. Pathetic. We're at the bottom of the barrel with the Jags, Titans, and Pan. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
It is bad. And the sad thing is about this year, at least for me, and I know like the majority of Raider fans feel this way, is this year we actually had some hope. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Like
I was at 10 to 12 games. I was saying that with my chest. 10 to 12 games.
Yeah. I mean, I said 10, and I thought I was being, you know, relatively objective. 10, you know what I mean? I thought we could win 11, maybe 12 if the ball bounced our way.
Me too.
And,
me too.
Oh man, I mean, it's just, I mean, it's crazy. It's just crazy. I mean, I would have never expected this, you know?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Man, shout out to my guy, Panama Fargo, my guy in the building. I know him as the Raider Rundown as well, but you know, that's his stage name, Panama Fargo, one of the best rap spitters in the game, man. So appreciate you, my guy, TRS member, man. Thanks for stopping through. Make sure you guys also subscribe to the Raider Rundown show as well. But yeah, man. So, you know, at the end of the day, man, you know, we just got to kind of do what we got to do. You know, I hope we win. I'm gonna cheer for them. I'm gonna cheer hard, but you know, if we lose, you know, it's not gonna mess up my day, you know, because
it still messes up my day. That's the problem, man. Like I just lose my mind. Like I lose my mind sometimes. Like that's why
I used to be like that.
Even if I do this whole YouTube thing and I get serious about it, and I'm like, you know, I don't know if I could ever do a live because I just, you know, I get too crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I do sometimes. I just get too crazy. I'm like, man, it just bothers me so much. Like, I don't know.
I was there, man. I was there. And it's like certain things happen to make me like, I'm not going to get my blood pressure up over them because, I mean, it would be different if like the team, you know, if our team didn't keep doing the same idiotic things. Like if they were like if they were trying, I'm not saying they're not trying, but it's like, you know, how much better off are we than we were 10 years ago?
Right.
You know, even 20, it's like we're doing the same type of things that we were doing 20 years ago.
Crazy though.
Yeah.
You
so
know?
it's like after that, like, you know, 20 something years is doing the same thing. And we know what that means if we're starting to expect different results. So it's like at a certain point, I'm just like, you know what, man, I'm enjoying football season. I love my team. But if they keep doing this, then I'm not going to let it bother me to the point where it messes up my day. So, you know, that's kind of where I'm at, man.
I wish I could get there, man. I don't know.
Man, it wasn't easy. Trust me. It wasn't easy.
I can't get there. Like, I just can't do it. I mean,
yeah.
One part of me says I wish I could. Another part of me says I don't ever hope I do. I don't know.
No, I feel you. I feel you. The thing is, what bothered me is like people that I care about that I was close to you know, they would just sit back and look at me like,
what's wrong with you?
well, yeah, but not even that. It's like, you know, if I'm out of town, so if I go to the game or something, and they're like, we're on vacation. Why are you like the whole rest of the vacation's messed up because it's
Yeah.
and I'm like,
you know, I go to games with my girl, and honestly, last year at the Steeler game in Vegas, I mean, she turned to me and she goes, "This might be the last game I ever come to the game."
right, we're not fun to be around. We're not fun to be around when we lose.
Yeah, yeah.
I know. I know. I used to be a certified asshole when we lost, man. So I was not good company if we lost. So I had to chill out, man. I just didn't want that to be who I was, you know, especially when the Raiders are drafting Cleveland Farrell in the first round, or you know, it's like, you know, like whatever. It was like, okay, man. It is what it is.
Can you hear my dog barking?
Oh, I definitely hear your dog barking. He said F the Chief.
Yeah, he's hating the Chiefs. This dude kills me. He'll be quiet all day, and then if I try to do something like this, then he'll start yapping.
No, it's all good. It's all good, man. Yeah, shout out to your girl. She said she almost left you in Vegas, man.
Yeah. Yeah, there she is. Yeah. It's a fact.
Yeah.
It is a fact. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. But we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, man. I appreciate you stopping by and talking to me, man.
Anytime, man. Anytime. I love chatting with you, man.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Hopefully, I'll see you in the Cincinnati game, man. You know, but if you don't go, I understand. But you know, it's down the street from us, man. Might as well.
I know that's the reason why I want to go so bad. You know, it's like, but then I'm like, man, I want to spend all this money. You know,
that's true.
For this, you know, because like I don't know if you're going anywhere else this year. Are you going anywhere else this year?
Maybe Miami, but just because I'm already be out there. So I'm deciding if I'm gonna go to that game or not. I might not, man. I might just chill on South Beach and.
Yeah, see, I got that Tampa game, and I already got tickets to that and everything, and that's like, you know, we're doing some stuff down there. Same kind of deal. We'll be down there, so
yeah.
So that's a locked in, but I just Cincinnati's close. So I mean, but it's just I just don't know if we have a chance. It's just frustrating to me when I just you know how it is. It's just
I know, man.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's like this is another thing about Raider fans too, because I know you're on Raider fans sometimes about being wishy-washy and like, you know, just like whatever. And you know, I kind of the new Vegas fans are kind of just they're kind of whatever to me. It's not like Oakland was. Like I had season tickets in Oakland. Like that was dope. You know what I mean? Like Vegas, it's dope for different reasons. And I get why we moved there and it's profitable for the team and it's made us viable. But by the same token, it's not the same as it used to be. Not even close. And maybe that changes with winning. But it's just frustrating seeing like 40% of the fans, the other team every week.
That Cleveland game was crazy.
Oh,
I'm just like, and I know the Steelers game had to be worse. Yeah.
It was worse last year.
Oh, yeah,
That's why I lost my shit last year.
Yeah.
It was just insane.
Yeah, but just being there for the Cleveland and again, being from Ohio, we're just like,
yeah,
that was tough to watch, man. Like, come on, man. But again, it's like, you know, who do you blame, man? It's like I'm not gonna sit here and blame like the people that sell their tickets because I mean it's an investment. I mean,
and not only is it an investment, but I don't think people really understand this. Like people that don't have season tickets there, and I don't mean this in any way. Like a lot of people, myself included, you know, I used to have 6 tickets in Oakland. Okay, I couldn't afford 6 tickets in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't have PSLs in Oakland. Then we moved to Vegas, we got PSLs. So a lot of people, and my seats aren't even that great, but a lot of people that have really good seats, I mean, those PSLs cost like 40 grand, 30 grand a piece without tickets, you know, and like people get mad because they sell their seats or whatever. Man, they're just trying to make their money back.
They're just trying to recoup. I mean? Yeah.
People don't understand that. It's not like they don't want to go to games or whatever.
Right.
Like I put mine on credit card. I'll be honest. Like, you know what I mean? I'm sure. And then COVID happened and you didn't get any return back.
Yeah.
So like, you know, I get it. I get why people sell them, but you know what? Raider fans buy them. You know what I mean? Like, but they don't. Like it's
They
like,
don't. They
yeah.
don't.
Because they
It's
don't
like
want to spend the money to go there, which I totally get that side too. Because when I had tickets in Oakland, I was, you know, you go to a game for dirt cheap.
Yeah.
But now you can't do that. So I mean, it's a catch-22. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it is. And you know, people, you know, that they complain about, you know, oh, well, they cost too much. Was like, I mean, other fans are paying that price, if not more. I mean, a lot of times as a Raider fan, you can kind of find other Raider fans that, you know, they may cut you a little deal, but I mean, these people that are putting them on StubHub, I mean, they're waxing. I mean, they're charging a lot, and it's like those guys are going. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
They are, but by the same token, I mean, I don't know. It depends on who's good too, kind of. Like I don't.
Oh, the Browns. We're talking about the Browns.
They're that high, really?
Well, no. I'm just saying, but the Browns were there. I mean, like the Browns, you know, the Browns figured out a way to get tickets and go to our stadium.
It's like a destination spot, though. So like every team is always going to want to go to Vegas. Let's be honest, because there's a million things to do there. It's a weekend trip. It's a blast. Like Vegas fans, once you go there a couple times, you know, you're not going to go every week to Vegas. I mean, unless you like live closer to there. Because it just costs so much money to go there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the other side of it that people don't understand is like a lot of our fans, even the ones that lived in Cali, even if you drive in from Cali,
it's not that bad.
It's not that bad, but it's still a lot of money.
Yeah,
you know
I
mean? And it's a lot of money that they weren't used to spending before. So I don't know. Like that was always my one thought about us moving to Vegas was like how it's going to change the whole like atmosphere and everything, and it definitely has. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, and buts about that. And anybody that was at Oakland anytime would tell you that, and I that makes me sad, honestly. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it had to be done. So I mean. But the only way to fix it, in my opinion, is winning. You have to win, especially in a town like Vegas where there's like a million things to do. You have to win. Otherwise, people aren't going to go to your game. Yeah,
that's why that home opener was so bad because the Raider fans showed out.
God, I said that. I remember watching it on. I wasn't at that game, but I remember watching it on television, going, "Oh my God, it's the first time I've seen the stadium totally
blacked out. It was blacked out. Yeah,
and I was like, "This is amazing." And then we fucking lay it down like that, and it ruined the whole year.
It really did. It really did.
I'm not spending all this money going there for this, blah blah blah. I mean, it just sucked because that was the one time I saw it like that, and then we just didn't do anything.
Yeah, it was bad.
That's just sad, man. Sad.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, I appreciate again, man. You really coming through and you know, talking some ball with me, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat, man. You know, again, there was a lot of trolls that came by, man. Salute to you guys. But you know, salute to my Shield squad as always, man. I appreciate you guys. Make sure if you guys haven't hit the thumbs up, man, make sure you hit the thumbs up on the way out.
Hit the thumbs up, man.
Exactly, man. It's free. It only takes a second. You know, it helps out the channel. Everybody that is over there on Twitter and X, you know, consider coming over here for a second, just hitting the thumbs up. If you want to finish watching on X, that's fine. But you know, just a free way to support, you know. Again, like I said, I do this about 5 times a week, man, just because, man. So again, I appreciate everything that you guys do, man, and checking me out. You guys could be doing anything else. But, you know, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. And as I always say, players and coaches come and go, but we must always protect the Shield. You guys be safe. I love you. Take care.
We be them Raiders. We be them Raiders. We be them Raiders. Just one.